Hey, hello everyone and welcome in a new video. In the last video we talked about the line file module, and in this video I'd like to show you how to use the apt and apt repository module. These modules work together, of course. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel to not miss the next video, and if you want to find some documentation about these modules, you can follow these links. The purpose of this video, the main purpose, add an apt key and add an apt repository for Debian distributions. In the last part of our tutorial, we'll see how to install Docker and its repository. First of all, the apt key module with some parameters. We have a data parameter to give directly the data key directly in the parameter, the file parameter to define the path to a file containing the key, the ID to define the ID of the key. We use it when we remove the key. Keyring, when you store the key locally, you can define the local path to the key. The key server, the server where Ansible can find the key, and of course the state parameter with present or absent. Absent, of course, to remove the key if the key will be present. URL to where Ansible can download the key, and validate cert if you want to use the strict TLS or no for the HTTPS gem. Some example, if you want to use a file to add a key, you can use data or you can use file parameter. With data parameter, we can use the lookup function to define a file, a local file, where Ansible with the lookup file can get the content of this file and inject it into our data parameters with a state present to add the key. Another example, when you want to add a key with the URL, for example, you can use the ID with the ID of the key, and we add the URL parameter with the URL, for example, ftp-master-debian.org. And we can add the keyring when you want to define the location where you want to store the key. Another example, when you want to remove a key, you just need to set the ID parameters and the state to absent, of course. So now we discover how to some parameters about apt repository. First parameter, the code name. If you want to use the PPA, just want to use PPA, not the distribution repository, standard repository. The file name. The repository file name used in etc/apt/source.list.d. This is the file name stored in this directory. Mode, of course, if you want to set a specific mode, by default this is 0644, and if you want you can set a specific mode. Repo, this is the line of the repository in the file, in the specific file, for example, with the file name. If you want, you can create a repository or remove a repository, of course, with a state, present or absent state. If you want, you can set update cache when you want to update the cache after adding a repository. You can do it directly. And again, validate certs if you want to use a strict or not strict TLS. So now we can do a short example with Docker installation. So to do it, I use again the script. This is the script who have we seen in the 12 video. If you want, you can show this video. This is the deploy.sh. I use create option, and I want to have two server. This is this is Docker container, and these containers have SSH and systemd, because this is very useful when you want to develop with Ansible. So to prepare our directory, Ansible directory, and to have an inventory, we can use --Ansible parameter. And now we can go into Ansible directory, and in Ansible directory we have an inventory. And I want to show you, I can connect into one of these two servers, for example 172.17.0.2, and if I check if I if I want to use Docker, I don't have Docker. I don't have Docker into my virtual machine. So now I want to install Docker into my virtual machine. To do it, I use Ansible, of course. I go into my Ansible directory, and I add a new file, a playbook file, playbook.yml. I define a name for my playbook, for example my first playbook again, and I just want to install Docker on all my server, and in the whole server, in the whole group. So I use become to yes, because we want to do an escalation, privilege escalation with sudo. And now we define some task. First task, we just want to remove if we have already Docker. So to do it, I use the apt module. I define the name of package I want to remove, Docker and Docker engine, sorry, and I set the state to absent, to remove, if these packages already exist. So the second task, to add some, or to ensure some packages exist. In this case, I want to have apt transport HTTPS and CI certificates and GNU-PG. I want these packages is present, and if you want, you can add the autoclean to true, set the autoclean to true. Now, of course, we can use our apt-key module to add the key of our repository, like this. I had the repository for Docker here. I define a state to, I set the state to present, and now I can use the apt repository module to add the repository. First task to add the key, and second task to add the repository. This is this repository to Buster version of Debian distribution. The state is set to present, and we want to do an update cache after the installation. And now I want to install Docker because we have had the repository. And the last task, we just ensure that Docker is started. So I save it, and now I save it again, and I can run it on the Ansible CLI, Ansible -playbook-i our inventory, and we just want to use our playbook, and we run it. We have the gather fact task, and after Ansible ensure we don't have an old version of our Docker packages. Install dependencies before the apt key, add the apt key, and add the repository, and do an update cache, and after it, Ansible just run another task to install Docker. That takes a few seconds. Okay, that's done on .3 and .2, and after Ansible check if we have already Docker is already started, and if it is not started, start Docker service. So now we can check. We can use sudo docker. Yeah, we have Docker. If we use docker ps, yes, we have Docker on our server. Thank you for following this video, and see you soon.